Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Nightclub issue number 4 by Mark Millar and Juanan Ramirez from Image Comics. And we're going to dive right in because in the last issue a building blew up and now there's also these rescue workers here and then finding... I always forget the names of these characters, so it means I'm not invested or I'm not sure. I cannot explain it. I just forget all these. I believe it's Danny something something. We're gonna find out maybe. Anyway, so these workers says, or these rescue people says, well, the Star God guy has just saved the baby. Quick, get a blanket. And the kid needs some oxygen. He's breathing okay, but not feeling a pulse. Normally, I believe the first thing rescue workers or ambulance medics or whatever, try to get this guy some oxygen and pull off his mask. They don't do that here, but it's got to be addressed. And so Danny says, I'm not sure if it's Danny, but let's call him Danny for now. Talk about his friends and where they are, and he says, hey, we're still digging, we haven't found it, but you need to go to the hospital, you are hurt bad. And then they say, hey, don't be scared, we know what we're doing, just lie back and let us take care of things. And then I know this woman here says, I don't know how you do it, guys, but it's incredible. What's the deal? Is it some kind of a magic trick? But yeah, he says, don't take my mask off, please. I need to stay covered. But this rescue ambulance guy says, well, we have to do it, and we have to get you out of these clothes to see how much damage we're looking at. And we see that his chest is completely caved in. And she says, how is this guy even talking? And she also feeling no pulse. She said, what the hell is going on? She takes off his mask. And then they come to the hospital. I like this shot particularly because I bitch a lot about colors when it comes to overuse of heavy black. It's still in here. But I like the fact that there's the sunlight, reflects or, giving shade to a lot of things. This like the sun is coming up or behind the clouds away. Jesus, how do you call it? Comes from the clouds, behind the clouds. You know what I'm saying. Just like here. This looks good, I think. And so the woman says, I've never seen anything like it. Or this guy, he says, but he's out cold now, etc., etc. And then he bursts into flames. And he says, get out of the way. I can't be in the light. Please, I need to get inside. And then this security guard, he says, everybody down. Well, he's burning alive, I guess. And he's getting shot. And there's only a charred corpse with bullet holes in it. Is it? What the hell is that? I have no fucking clue. But then the other, policemen, rescue workers are still digging. And one of them says, well, I found the other two and they're still breathing. How the hell did they survive a goddamn building falling down? So the girl says, I can walk myself, but my friend needs medical attention. And she says, we have a condition called photophobia. So it really is important. Our skin doesn't get exposed to sunlight. We have to keep our mask on at all times. He says, do you want to ride the ambulance with him? Definitely. I can give the hospital all the details. And but then she does this. So instead of, going quiet to the hospital, where they can safely get away, I guess, she does this and drives the ambulance car herself. But then this is happening because now the cops are after them. Why did you do that? You're exposing yourself. And now that the cops to think that you are some kind of an enemy or a problem or whatever. So the fat guy, like I said, I don't know what's his name. He says, hey, you never run the cops. And the girl says, we don't need to run them. We just need something to save, something safe to hide. So yeah, they are crashing in here. Like I said, it looks good. It's not the artist. I like the art style. I don't like the overuse of black here and there. So that's my main gripe with. When it comes to coloring, that's my main gripe with it. But that's it. For now, when it comes to coloring, I mean. So yeah, the cops try to find them, and they figure out that they are just getting out here out of this building, and then he's looking for that. But then Oh, he calls him Amy. Okay. So he says, I'm cold. I need blood really bad. And Amy says, we need to quiet and we need to get outside. We need also get some blood. And she's calling for, I don't know, rats. And he says, are you nuts? I'm not eating rats. Blood is blood, Sam. Just drink it up. It's the only way getting out of here. Okay, Sam and Amy. Probably forget that in the next issue. Meanwhile, Danny is waking up. If he's he's at the morgue at this hospital, and there's all these cops. Says, you're locked in the morgue, and we have you surrounded. We got 6 armed officers and more on the way, so don't try anything funny. And he says, I don't want anyone. I can explain everything. I know how this looks weird. But I'm just really an ordinary person. And he says, definitely just put 4 bullets in your head. How the hell is that ordinary? And he says, okay, stay cool. There has to be a way out of it. You got powers like a guy in a Marvel movie. Oh no, man! Why are you saying that? It's not cool to be in Marvel comics anymore. Marvel is done when it comes to movies. They're done. Oh, it's not something to brag about. Anyway, hey, it's Danny. See, I guessed it right. He says just turn into mist and disappear through the heating system, but. Since he doesn't has any much blood, he cannot do it. So he wants to, I don't know, drink the blood of this corpse, but it has to be fresh. And then the security guard doesn't know what happens because I can get a picture. All I can see is just a pair of jeans floating around. So yeah, Danny is panicking and he wants to get out, etc. And he says, let me out of here. I was only trying to help. And he's going crazy. So yeah, it's getting more serious, and the cops are just calling for backup, etc. But then this is happening. Yeah, this looks really really good. I'm impressed with just kind of detail. I like the art a lot. You know, too much black. Okay, I'm stopping with the black thing. Anyway, and so it's none other than this officer guy that turned Danny into a vampire. And yeah, he's gonna kick these cops' ass because, well, he's way too powerful. And this looks also very impressive. I especially like the smoke effect. I said that in issue number 1 too, but the smoke effects is really, really good in here. Really impressive. And so then he says, hey, Detective Las Caras, is that you? Who else is going to be? Okay. And so he drags him away. He says, let's get out of here before I kill you myself. But then this cop comes also in. He says, hey, put your hands in the air. I don't want to hurt you. And he says, knock yourself out, sweetheart. It's just, well, using, I don't know, hypnotism on her. And but then later, Amy and Sam is here chained up. And he says, you little pricks. Do you realize how much trouble you're in? So I do not like this particular shot because, first of all, why green eyes suddenly instead of red eyes? I don't get it. Secondly, this is not really a cool cliffhanger. It's just more like, hey, daddy is, you know, talking to the children in a bad way or something, or just, you know, teaching them a lesson. That's how it feels. This is not really a cliffhanger that I want to think to myself, oh man, I need to get the next issue. I want to know what's going on. Of course, I bought the next issue already. It's on the way. But yeah, still, I don't know. There's some good things in here. There's also some bad things, like created by Mark Millar at Netflix. So we're gonna do oh God, they're gonna do it. They're gonna make this into a Netflix series, movies thing. It's probably a series with the diverse characters, etc. And it's gonna be shit, like always, with when it comes to Netflix. All right, guys, but yeah, $1.99 still. It's a steal, and it's not that bad, you know. Guys, let me know what you think about it. See you next time. Bye bye.